Jeff Thomas here with our monthly market update. I guess you could call this the Ukraine edition. The incredibly calm markets of 2021 are officially a thing of the past. After a volatile January, February brought more of the same. The S&P 500 bounced around and closed 3% down in February to leave that index down 8% through the end of the month. The hot topic at the moment is obviously Putin's invasion of Ukraine. While we are rooting for the resilient people of that country to retain their freedom, the conflict is causing havoc in financial markets. The Russian ruble devalued 29% on Monday alone, and U.S. stock exchanges have halted trading of Russian stocks all week. As a firm, we have very little exposure to Russian stocks, but the spike in oil prices is a cause for concern. Oil prices have more than doubled over the last year. That kind of spike acts like a tax for the global economy and can often lead to a recession. Therefore, we are keeping a very close eye on our economic indicators. As you know, we use our data-driven 3 dials dashboard to make asset allocation decisions, not our opinions or even our political desires. Due to the recent turmoil, we have seen some movement in the dials, so let's get into it. Our market sentiment and momentum dial is where the change in the dials has occurred. Thanks to the recent volatility, our first support level has been broken, and we are therefore moving this dial from positive to neutral. This is our fastest moving dial, so it's not surprising that this is where we see the first change. Our economic dial remains positive. This is a very important point. Over the last month, manufacturing orders and unemployment numbers continued to improve in the U.S., even as Russia was making its moves. As I mentioned earlier, we are definitely watching these numbers closely to see if the spike in oil prices begins to weaken economic data. So far, it hasn't. Finally, our valuation dial is still negative. This dial has helped cushion our clients' exposure to the sell-off this year. This is our slowest moving dial, and we don't expect it to change anytime soon. Stocks are simply not historically cheap yet. On balance, our 3 dials composite moves from a cautiously optimistic reading to a neutral one. We are advising clients to knock their risk exposure down 1 rung. We like to think of this move as a small measure of insurance. The big 50% waterfall declines in the S&P 500 have only historically come when all 3 dials are negative. At the moment, we only have 1 of the 3 in the negative position. Rest assured, we will keep you posted on this very dynamic situation. Please join us in praying for the people of Ukraine. And as a side note, if you'd like to learn more about what is happening over there and perhaps how you can help, I'm doing a few special interviews on the topic in my Generous Business Owner podcast in the coming days. Just type Generous Business Owner into your favorite podcast platform to find them. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your continued trust.